Hey guys, it's me, and today we are here with an exciting video, and that is the 1 year update of me growing out my Deathhawk. This is all the growth that I've had in 1 whole year. I am so stoked about this. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself, honestly, for making it this far. Because around the 6-month mark, I started contemplating just shaving my whole entire head and just starting over. Or hell, I was even thinking about just shaving my sides altogether and just being like, no, fuck it, I'm just gonna deal with it. But I was just like, no, we're gonna keep chugging along, and we made it to the 1 year mark. And it's so exciting. It's so nice to know that I actually made it to this point. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my results, where my hair is currently at, and I'm also going to do a kind of like a rehashing and like a recap of everything that has gone down throughout this process, and also to like explain to you guys why I started doing this again, because I mean, like, it's been, I think, since January. Yeah, I think it was like January when I made the first update video, which was the 2-month mark of me growing out my Deathhawk. So in this video, we're gonna like rehash everything that I talked about in that video, as well as some other things, and then we're also going to do like a comparison of how my hair looked when I shaved it last time on November 22nd of last year, and compare it to how my hair is now. And then also I'm going to insert a clip at some point in this video. I don't know when exactly, it might be right about now. I'm going to insert a clip of how this hair looks straight, because you can get an idea just for how long my hair is now with it like curly, but my hair is really curly, so you can't really get the full effect until it's straight. But before we start talking about all this stuff, I'm gonna need you guys to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button while you're down there too, because both of those things will help me out a lot, because I'm trying to grow my channel, even though I'm kind of sort of abandoning it at the moment. And also, go ahead and follow my different social media links. Those are linked down in the description box below for those of you who are interested. So now, let's get on into this video. So I'm going to insert a picture right over here so you guys can see where the starting point was at. And as you can tell, my hair was really short when I last shaved my Deathhawk. I kept that shit trimmed really short, and I would trim them about maybe like once a month, every 2 months. Over time, with taking care of my Deathhawk and upkeep and whatnot, I started buzzing off like little bits of length of hair by accident, because if you compare like the fullness that my hawk had when I initially got it, I still had a lot of fullness and a lot of thickness going on with my hair, and it always looked good no matter how I styled it. I think it was close to the 1 year mark when I started noticing some issues with my hawk, because when touching it up on my own and everything, I had started, like I said, like I started accidentally buzzing off little bits of length here and there, particularly in the back, and I wound up giving myself an undercut, which isn't that big of a deal. But I also wound up shaving a lot off the back, on the sides of the back, so the back got really thinned out. And then also with trimming of the sides up top as well. As you can see, it's like from all the hair that's pulled into my bun right now, it's not that much hair that's pulled up into it. My hair is so thick, but it's just like you can't really tell and everything, and I have like a Deathhawk and whatnot, and it's supposed to be a Deathhawk because I wanted to keep the thickness, but I almost unintentionally and accidentally gave myself a mohawk. So that's why when I talk about this series, I always say like growing out my hawk now, because once I got my hair to like significant length on the sides, I could really tell just how much hair I removed and just how close I am to like mohawk territory with it. Was at the point where no matter what I really did, my hair always looked super thin. Like, I got to the point where I was mainly like brushing my hair back whenever it was straightened, or I would like straighten my hair and put almost everything into a ponytail, and I would leave my bangs out. And I mean, yeah, there were times when I would do like the side part and brush everything over to the side, but it was still so thin. Like, it just never really looked right. I mean, I could make it work, but it just never looked right to me because I'm very, very high maintenance with my hair and my appearance in general. Like, if it's not 100% what I want it to be, or at least close to 100% of what I want it to be, I am not happy with it. And that's how I was with my hair. Originally, the plan was to grow out the undercut, so that way I could keep like the hawk and everything going. Then I started seeing photos on my Facebook memories of me with my side cuts, like just the simple side cuts that I had before getting the hawk, and like all the fullness that I had and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, I want to go back to that. And then I was just like, well, if I'm gonna go back to that, I might as well just grow out my hair altogether and go back to having a head full of hair again, and have that for a little while, and then go back to having like the regular side cuts. So that's what I decided to do, and that's where we're at now. I'm pretty much at like a head full of hair again, but like lengthwise, everything is not even. This bit of hair is not the same length as this bit of hair, which this has been edited a lot recently, but I'll get to that in just a bit. And so I started growing everything out. I think it was around like month 2 or 3 when I started to like not really like it anymore. I was in a phase where I just did not like my hair because I couldn't style my hair the way I wanted to anymore, because like the size I got to the point where my curls started to come in and I started getting cowlicks. If you've never had cowlicks before, when you have short hair, they are painful. They are very painful. And that first like round of discouragement started hitting me when I'm like, no, we gotta keep going and everything. You're still so early on into this, like keep going. It was around the 4-month mark, so I think that was March. Yeah, I think it was around March, I think, was when my curls really started to settle in, and it was at the point where I wasn't the happiest with having like the length of my hair straightened anymore. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just not gonna straighten my hair anymore. And it was also around this time when I also wanted to go back to having pink hair. So I decided that I would wait till April. And it was in that point in time when I was just like getting comfortable with having like my hair curly and whatnot, because it's just like I found a way to like get it to work for me. I started parting my hair down the middle and leaving my hair curly and whatnot, and like pulling like every bit of length of hair that I had except for my bangs into a ponytail. So I just had like a middle part and these little curly bangs hanging down, and it was a cute look. And then some days I would just lay my hair down and curly and just tuck my bangs behind my ears. Like, I was making it work for me and I was very happy about that. But then I think it was around June was when the hair started to get a bit much. And it looked really nice, but I didn't really care for it. Like, I was at the point where I was just beginning to be over it with my hair, because I think it was around this time when I started mainly wearing my hair in a bun. And when that started happening, I was just not happy with my hair whatsoever, because it's just like, I don't want to have to wear a bun. I want to be able to wear my hair down and look nice, because I don't like how it looks anymore when it's down. I know some of you might be thinking like I'm just being like really extra and everything, but a lot of my confidence is tied to my hair, because I've always have had like nice, long, pretty hair and have always enjoyed styling it. And so being forced to not being able to style it and have it look the way that I want it to look just irritated me so much. And then I want to say it was either July or August somewhere in there, I decided that I was going to take the colored ends out of my hair. So I was going to dye over them with a hair color that was closest to my natural color. And so I started like looking into it and whatnot, and I settled on the fact that I would use a demi-permanent color. So a demi-permanent color is a space in between a permanent color and a semi-permanent color. So with a semi-permanent color, it's not permanent, it'll come out in a couple of washes and everything and you're good to go. Whereas with a permanent color, it's developer activated, and when you put it in your hair, it's pretty much there forever. I mean, it will fade over time, but it's pretty much there. So this is the color that I use. It's an ion color. You can pick it up at Sally's. And it is Dark Warm Blonde 6W-6.7. And I picked this color out because I thought that it would work the best for me, because like I was thinking like I have like this dark brown, it has bits of like blonde in it, and it has a red sheen to it, because for those of you who don't know, I was born a ginger, like fiery redhead, but over time it darkened to brown. So I was just like, no, I'm going to go with this one because it's going to have that warm undertone. It's going to give me that sheen that I'm looking for. I don't know if I have any pictures of how it turned out, but let me just say this. It was the wrong color. But that's why I went with the demi color, because if it turned out to be way too off, then I could just use a color remover and it would strip it out, probably without a hitch. So the issue that I had with this particular color is that it was the right shade, but the wrong undertone. It was very, very warm tone. There was a lot of red in it, in turn making my hair look a lot darker than it actually was. But the thing is, though, is like I said, it was the right shade, but the wrong undertone. Think of it kind of like with foundations. A lot of foundation lines will release a color, it's like two of the same shade, but the undertones are different. And because the undertone is different, it actually makes the foundation look a completely different shade. It might make it look a bit lighter or darker than the other one, when in reality they're the same shade. The undertone just skews the appearance of it. That's what was going on with my hair. And I think it was about maybe a couple of weeks before it faded and toned down enough to where now it completely blends in with my natural color. And it's, like I said, it's been several months and it hasn't faded out of the ends yet. I mean, there are some parts where you can see like blonde ends, but honestly I think those are bits that I missed, because I did miss a few bits with the ends and everything, so that could have been reason for that. But I mean, it looks as if like I never processed the hair, and like I said, it's like several months later and it's still holding up, which I'm so shocked by, because I was thinking like it would be out of my hair in about maybe like at least 2 months. But like I said, this was like late July, early August when I did this, and we're now in the middle of November. The reason why I did this is because it was just getting really difficult to like upkeep the semi-permanent colors on my side and everything, because the ends were like so, like the hair was getting so long that it was difficult to color it, and since it was only the ends, it was just like gonna be a lot, it was just gonna wind up being a wasted product. So I was just like, I'm just gonna blank this shit out, and that's what I did. And I love how it turned out. Shortly once like the color started to match and everything, that's when I started actually feeling happy about wearing the bun. And I started wearing the bun specifically on top, because that's just how I prefer it, because I feel as if it looks the best on me when it's on the top. Sometimes it looks good when I put it in the back like I used to do, but these days I really enjoy having it on top, and the two is a lot easier to sleep with as well, because it doesn't put that much pressure on my scalp. I don't know why, having it on the back puts a lot of pressure on my scalp and gives me headaches whenever I'm asleep, but when it's up top, like closer up top and everything, it doesn't. I don't know. Don't ask. It wasn't until about maybe about a month ago that I finally put color back in on the green lightning bits of my hair. and I did this purple. And this purple, like I said, it's been in my hair for about a month now, and it is Arctic Fox's Purple Rain. And I'll show you guys a clip of how it looked the day after I put it in my hair, because the day after I put it in my hair is when a really exciting thing happened. It's a massive milestone for me in growing out my hair in general, and that is I finally got all the black cut out of my hair. I got a significant amount of length taken off of my hair. It's somewhere between 6 to 10 inches, closer to 8 inches that I had removed. That is a lot of hair. That's the biggest chop that I've ever gotten. I'm so proud of myself for actually going through with it. The thing that I was worried about going into this like big chop was I'm not going to be able to have a bun anymore. If I can't have a bun, I'm going to be screwed. My hair's going to look funky again. But as you can see, I'm still able to rock the bun. And for that, I'm very, very happy. So this brings us back to present day. And we're going to talk about future plans for growing out my Deathhawk. So I am going to be going back to having my double side cut. So a side cut over on this side, a side cut over on this side. Just a simple side cut. Nothing drastic or anything like that. I'm going back to how I had my hair a couple of years ago. But I'm thinking about maybe like changing the shape up with how the sides are shaped. I'm thinking about maybe like going at it a bit of an angle with it, maybe. I'm going to try that look out when I first like shape the sides, and if I like it then I'll keep it, but if I don't I'll just go back to like the squared off look like I had before. Also, when I finally get my side cuts back, that'll be around the same time when I'll bleach out my roots, because my roots are crazy right now. I think it's like close to 6, maybe 7 inches at the absolute most that my hair has grown this past year. So I mean, I've gotten some significant hair growth going on. Like, I'm hoping that this will be able to work out and happen before my birthday next year. So June 20th, like hopefully before then, that's when all this stuff will be able to go down, or at least like getting my side cuts done, like getting those back. I'm hoping that it'll be by then, because it's going to take some time to like get the hair, particularly in the back, to where I want it, because I'm not really focusing on the hair on the sides, because it's like getting this hair down to here is going to take a long time, whereas getting this hair down to here isn't going to take that long at all. And since I already plan on getting like these sides shaved again anyways, it just makes more sense to focus on what's going on in the back than what's going on up top. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking that you've spent all this time growing out your hawk and then you're just going to shave the hair off again. Like, what's the point? And it's because I prefer how that makes me look. Seeing the photos of myself with like a single side cut or a side cut on both sides and everything, it makes me look as if that's who I really am. Seeing myself right now and having hair here, it doesn't feel like me. It doesn't suit me. I feel as if I'm becoming like a normal person, if that makes any sense. Like, you guys know I'm very much alternative and everything, but with my hair like this, I feel as if like I'm unintentionally making myself look like a hipster trash goblin. I also just wind up feeling as if like nothing that I do with my appearance lines up the way that I want to look and the way that I want to dress. No matter what I do, it doesn't look good because of my hair. Like I said, a lot of my confidence is tied to my hair, and because my hair doesn't look 100% the way that I want it to look, or at least close to that, I am not happy with how I look as a whole. Because I know within that point in time, I'll finally be back in a space where I'll be happy with my hair again. I know my hair will be a lot shorter than I would like it to be, because my goal length is still to get it down to the bottom of my waist, tops of my hips. I don't know, I never took anatomy. I want it to be super long is what I'm getting at. I know it'll take a long time for me to get there, but I'll at least be happy with how I can style my hair again. And I cannot wait to be at a point where I'll be happy with how I style my hair again and having my hair styled, just styling my hair in general and whatnot. I mean, like, and being able to like lighten and color my hair. Like, I'm craving to like lighten my hair and color all my hair so much to the point that last week I got extremely bored and did this to my armpits. I bleached and colored my armpits. If you want to see that video, check the card or description box. I don't know where I'll have it at. Check those places, it'll be there. I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to get a little stir crazy about my hair. Like, I'm even wanting to try like bleaching and coloring my beard, but I know it's not full enough yet to where it'll actually look good. Like, I know that I'll wind up looking crazy, so I might just settle and just do my brows maybe. I don't know, I kind of want to bleach out my brows. I don't know if I'll actually do it, I probably won't, but it's something that I've been thinking about doing. This is why I'm saying that I'm going stir crazy with my appearance, because it's just like I don't feel like myself right now. I mean, although I am like content with my hair, I don't feel like myself. I mean, 6 or so months is a long time, but at the same time, it's not going to be long before we get there. Especially now, because I mean, like, compared like the length of this hair to the length of this hair, it's only about like, I think like a 3-inch difference. So I mean, it's not going to take that long to like get this hair to where this length is currently at. So I cannot wait for all these amazing things to start happening and to finally be happy with my hair again. And I'm so close to it, and like this 1 year anniversary is just such a great milestone, because although I am sick of my hair right now, I'm still not happy with it. I'm happy to know that I made it this far, because if I've made it this far, I can make it those 6 more months. And if I can do that, I can be able to take however long as it's going to take for me to get my hair to my goal length. If I can go through this for 1.5 years, then I can wait a couple of years to grow out the length of my hair. I think that's where I'm going to leave this video today, because it's a very long video. I know. I'm aware of it. I'm sorry. We had a lot of catching up to do. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see my previous updates and how everything started from the very beginning and whatnot, I'll be sure to link the playlist down in the description box below, as well as, I don't know if you can link playlists in the card, so the playlist will at least be at the end card at the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until I see you guys in my next one, whatever the hell that may be, goodbye.